Okay guys, today I'm gonna talk about the GRE test, what it is, and what are the content, why you usually take this test. So first of all, let's be clear. You can do all the research by yourself. Just tap on your bar search, www.ets.org/GRE. Okay, you will get to the page that will give you all the information about the GRE test. So, and see, you have the about test, the test center date, to register, preparations on it. They give you plenty of information. So when you go there, you can check them by yourself. Okay, now, eh, let me put the magnifier with 100%. So, normally, why it's an obligation to take the test? Normally, these tests help graduate school admission committee to decide of your qualification to get into their program. A master degree or PhD degree. Sometimes they require your score for the GRE test. Okay, so it's also possible to take this test different time. Okay, and let's talk about the content of this test. Normally, you got the sections verbal reasoning. Okay, verbal reasoning. It's about word, synonym, antonym. This measure your ability to analyze, evaluate written material. Okay, you have also the quantitative reasoning that measure problem solving ability, focus on basic concept of arithmetic, algebra, geometry. That's the quantitative reasoning. And lastly, you have the analytical writing that's measure your critical thinking and as well as writing skill. Those are the three major part of the. Let me make a zoom so that you can see the three major part. So you got verbal reasoning and, and quantitative reasoning and analytical writing. Okay, those are the two major part for the GRE test. Okay, now let's look at it further to understand what you have in the verbal reasoning. So let me make a zoom so that you can see. Okay, the verbal reasoning. So they expect you to analyze, draw conclusion from discourse, reason from incomplete data, identify other assumptions. Okay, select important point, understand meaning of word, sentence. The verbal reasoning section makes your ability to understand what you read. Okay, that's all it's about. Okay. There is also some example of questions. You can see some example of verbal reasoning. And now quantitative reasoning. What is it? This is about math. Okay, this is about mathematics. So they want your understanding of quantitative information, interpret, analyze quantitative information, solve problem, apply basic mathematical skill. Okay, it's about mathematics and analytical writing. It's articulate complex idea clearly. Your ability to make an argument. That's all it's about. Now let's see. First, generally, you will get the analytical writing first. Okay, and these have one section with two separate times. Once, so the analytical writing is divided in two parts. There is an issue task. It's like they may say you what do you think about an idea, an argument, and then no, there is an issue. Excuse me. There is an issue task, and there is also an analyze argument task. Okay, there is issue task is you have two sections. Okay, and for the analytical writing, you have one section when you have to analyze an issue task and one when you have to analyze an argument. So you have 30 minutes per task. That give you 60 minutes for the analytical writing. Okay, 30 minutes for analyze an issue, and 30 minutes for analyze an argument. Okay, 30 minutes for per task. That give you 16 minutes for these sections. Analytical writing that come first, but after that you may have you it's possible to have the verbal reasoning or quantitative reasoning. It doesn't matter after that. Okay, so the other, it's you may have verbal, you may have quantitative reasoning, and we talk about also there is an research sections, there is an unscored sections also. Okay, but those they don't give score for them. It's like they just want to make research to know how do you react to the score. They are testing also some questions. Okay, those part. Okay, now verbal reasoning, you got two sections, 20 questions per section. Okay, let me repeat. For the verbal reasoning, you're gonna have two sections. Once, okay, so each sections with 20 questions and 30 minutes per question. That 30 minutes per section. That give you again 60 minutes. Okay, so total for the analytical writing, verbal reasoning, that you already have like 2 hours, because you have like 20 questions for each sections, 30 minutes per section. That give you 60 minutes. So you got 2 hours from analytical writing and verbal reasoning. A quantitative reasoning also, you got two sections, 20 question per sections and 35 minutes per sections. So that is more than 1 hour. So you're looking for 1 hour and 10 minutes. That give you like 3 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, now the other sections, and okay, let me tell you something also. For the analytical writing, for the issue, you will have options to issue, and you will choose one of them. Okay, when they ask you to analyze an issue, they will give you two issue, and you will analyze one of them. But regarding analyze an argument, you will have only one argument. You don't have, there is no options for the argument, but for the issue there is an options. Okay, now let's talk about those section on scouting research. Okay, there is an undefined research section that is not scored. Okay, and it might include and will be always at the end of the test. Okay, the research will be always at the end of the test. Okay, that then that, like they say, the unscore the research section does not count toward your score and may be included in the place of the unscored sections. Okay, and then the research section will always be happy at the end of the test. But what about the unidentified unscored section? That doesn't count also for your score, but may be include, may appear in any order after the analytical writing section. Question in the unscored section are being tried out either for possible use in the future. So this section unscored sections, they just want to try some questions to see how do you react if they are good. Okay, so that's the way it is. So that's give you exactly the component of the GRE test. So there is plenty of exam here. Okay, you can check them out and make some practice with them. But regarding also what we're gonna do, we're gonna mainly work toward the mathematics section, the quantitative reasoning. We know so many people math can be hard for them. We're gonna try to solve some examples, practice with you on them. You can check our website also, www.mathstructure.com. We will put some example of practice tests. Okay, we're gonna resolve some example, different kind of example for the quantitative reasoning section, the math section, which sometimes might be harder for you. Okay, so see you for my next video where we're gonna solve some problem, some example regarding the GRE test. Okay, as well you can check my website where there is different question where we can practice. Okay, see you.